Monsters. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, I am super duper excited because I finally finished my little project that I've been trying to do a tutorial on and show you guys what it is that I was doing. And so, what I'm going to start off with is explain to you guys what we did with this little bad boy right here. So we made some candy canes. We made some candy canes out of PVC pipe. This is a PVC pipe. As you can tell, there's a letterings right there, but you really are not going to be able to tell. So this one, I went ahead and I just kind of softened the plastic so we could curve it into a little candy cane. I'm going to show you guys how to do these. These are going to be basically like the pillars, what is going to be holding our creation here. Let me just show you what we did. If I could just grab this without, you're going to hear a lot of crinkling of paper, guys, but that's because that's what this is. So we're making these candies. These are little candies. It's a strand of candies. We're going to make these little bad boys, and we're going to go ahead and attach them to the candy canes outside like so, and then we're gonna go ahead and turn them on, and the lights are going to just look fabulous. How do we do these candy canes, you guys? Well, what we did was sorry, I had a little itch right here. I don't know what it is. I'm not picking my nose, boo-boo. So we went ahead and we went and purchased some of these little plastic clear containers from Smart & Final. And then after when I did that, I went to the Walmart and I picked up these little lights. Well, it's actually the large lights. We went ahead and picked these up, the B7s. Those are 25 light bulbs. So basically this is 25 pieces of candy that you are going to be making. And I also, whoa, calm down there, sir. Cray up in here. So then we went to Michael's and we picked up these little cellophane wraps. These are the ones that you would basically use for like maybe an Easter basket or stuff like that, but they have all these different colors, and so we're gonna go ahead and use this to wrap these little bad boys and turn them into some dulces, some little candies, which I think are super cute. Once these are lit and they're all hanging like they're supposed to be hanging, they are going to look amazing. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like in the nighttime so you guys can see how it looks when it's all lit up. Because in the daytime, well, I mean, it's just going to look like the way I'm showing you right here. But in the nighttime, boo-boo, you get to see them lit up. And so this is a project that I've been wanting to finish. It's just time consuming, and it was just, I had to go to 2 different Michaels to get the colored cellophane, and I still didn't even find orange. So the good thing is that I have some clear wrap. I've had this big old thing for a while, so I went ahead and I used the clear one for the orange because I couldn't find orange, but I did find the primary colors, which was the blue, red, green, and yellow. And I was just missing the orange, but we went ahead and we used clear, like I said, boo-boo. So this is going to be fun, guys. It's going to be a fun little project. I hope you guys do try this. But anyway, let's not waste any more time, boo-boo, because I know you guys want to get down and dirty. So let's get down and dirty, and I will see you in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters. These are the supplies that we are going to be using. We need some big light bulbs, the large ones. And you want to use colorful ones. You could use some clear ones because you are going to use colored cellophane wrap, but it just looks a lot better if you uniform it with the color of the light bulb. So these strands come in 25, and I picked these up at Walmart, and I believe they're under $10. I'm not really 100% sure, but if you have been to your local Walmarts lately, you will realize that there is nothing left of Christmas. So if you guys have some of these lights, you definitely could do this little project. Now I picked up these little containers from Smart & Final, and they come in like a pack of 50. So you really only need about 1 pack to do 2 strands of lights. And that's what we did here. This is our first strand of light, but we're going to go ahead and do a second one. You guys will see on that video when I show you guys my whole entire decorated house. I will show you the outside as well. There's really not that much that we decorated in the outside, but we did add some of those inflatable, like the Santa Claus and the little elves and a unicorn and all this stuff. But we did add some lights as well. And so these are the lights that we are going to be adding to the candy canes that we are going to be making later on in this video. I'm going to show you guys how we made the candy canes out of PVC pipes as well. And so right here, I'm just putting all of the containers around the lights, and I'm going to go ahead and just staple them shut so that they kind of stay closed. You could do this two ways, guys. You could put all the containers on the lights, and then you could wrap each an individual container, or you can go down the strand. So you can add the container and then just wrap it as you add it on and just keep going down the line. In this case, we just added all the containers first, and then I went later on to go add that little cellophane wrap and wrap these little bad boys. And it is kind of difficult because it's pretty snug, but if you guys continue, excuse me, doing these and you move them side to side, you guys could go ahead and give yourself a little bit of wiggle room, not worm. I don't know what he's talking about, but some wiggle room so that you could go ahead and move these back and forth. These are going to actually be pretty easy to install. Well, not to install, but to wrap. So we're going to go ahead and just continue to staple each and every single one of these little strands. This is the last one. So once you have all these done, then you guys could go ahead and just start wrapping them. Now you have to be really careful with this cellophane wrap, and it really depends on the size of the containers that you guys got. So I have one left so that I can go ahead and just try to figure out how much of the cellophane wrap I need in order for it to go around the little container. And so in this case, we're going to use our mat to go ahead and cut down these pieces for these containers. Now, like I said, you have to go according to the size of the containers that you guys are getting, because there are different sizes of containers, and you do want to make sure that you don't get a really large one, because the large ones, it's just going to be a little bit harder for you to put them around, to wrap them around with this cellophane wrap. So with one cellophane wrap, I went ahead and cut it in half, and that's going to be good enough for 2 of the yellows. And you guys are going to see that I'm going to go ahead and just cut these in half, and then we can use 2 of these for the yellow ones. Now in each strand there are 5 colors, and there are 25 lights. So there are 5 reds, 5 blues, 5 yellows, 5 greens, and 5 oranges. Now the orange cellophane wrap was hard for me to find, so you guys have to basically improvise and probably use a clear cellophane wrap like we did here, or you could just find the orange. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is orange. It was just hard for me to find them. I went to several Michaels, several little Hobby Lobbies, and I couldn't find those, so it was a little upsetting for me. So I ended up using the white, although the white kind of blends in with the white container, so it kind of doesn't even look like you wrapped it. But if you get pretty close up to these candies, then you could definitely see that it is wrapped with a cellophane wrap, but it's just clear. You could also do these with small little lights. You could leave a gap in between. There's just so many little different ways that you could do these little candies. I'm doing all the yellows first. Jesse's like not following his OCD. I would have just went down the line, but since I already have all the yellows cut, I'm just going to go ahead and do the yellows first, and then I'm going to cut each and every single one of these little plastics. Now, what you could do too, like we are going to be doing right now, is you could just go ahead and cut all the cellophane wraps as you need. So you'll need 5 of the yellows, 5 of the blues, 5 of the reds, and etc., etc. So you could go ahead and just cut those off first, and then just have them on hand so that you can just go on and just wrap them. Now you could wrap these with those twisty ties. Twisty ties work really good as well, but in this case I wanted to kind of do like this little twine that I have right here, and this is just a white regular, I want to say, I don't know what it is, but it's it's just a twine that I normally use for like different projects to hang stuff, and I just had it offhand, so I said I'm just gonna go ahead and use this and make it look like a little bow. So what I do in order for it to stay basically tight on that, I do a double knot, and then I go ahead and do a bow. Now right here, like I said, guys, I'm cutting each and every paper as I go along, but it would be a lot faster. And this is what I'm going to do with the second strand, is if you already have all of these pieces cut, just have them in a little stack with all the yellows, all the blues, all the reds, all the other colors that you need, and just have them ready. And then you can go ahead and just grab them, so you don't have to waste time cutting each and every single one of these colors as you need them. I just felt that that would be the easier way, but I didn't think about that until like halfway in this project. Then halfway in the project, I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them all and just have them offhand like that. And so that's what basically we're going to be doing right here, is I'm just cutting all of the cellophane wraps now. And once you have all these done, then it just makes the project go a lot quicker. I'm just going to go ahead and do these last ones, and then we're just going to go ahead and skip this part of the video because you guys already know what we're doing, and then we're going to go move on to the next step, which is basically wrapping them up. I'm only going to show you guys a little bit more on how I'm wrapping them because it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really feel that I have to go through the whole entire process of giving you guys the instructions on how to tape these and how to wrap them and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure everybody has wrapped a gift before in their life, so that's basically all you're really doing, is you're just gift wrapping. And so these are the little candies that we are making. I thought they were super duper cute. Now, just so you guys know, this is not my idea. This was actually done by my sister years ago. She made some of these, and I just really liked them. And so now we are moving outside, and we're going to go ahead and make these candy canes. These candy canes are made out of PVC pipe. I went ahead and I got a really thin PVC pipe. Make sure that it's thin and not too thick so that you don't have to really warm it up too much. Now, just so that you guys know, there are different methods on bending PVC pipe. A lot of the methods that I saw were using hot sand, and with the hot sand, it actually really does do a really good bend, and it doesn't leave a crease. However, I was not going to use hot sand, go buy hot sand, and then have to put it in my pot to heat it up, because you have to heat it up either with a torch or with a pot. I've seen some people heat it up on the stove. That's just going to be making a big mess. Then you need a funnel, a metal funnel, not a plastic one, because you'll melt it with the hot sand. But you get a metal funnel, and you cap the bottom part of this candy cane, and then you fill it up with the hot sand, and that hot sand will basically make it soft enough to where you could bend it while the sand is still in there. Then you let the sand go, and then it'll just start to harden. My method, I'm using a heat gun, and this heat gun is basically an industrial one, the ones that you would use like to peel off paint, or the ones that you buy at Home Depot. And it did kind of kink a little bit on the edge when you're kind of, it creased it when you're bending it. But I just said, you know what, I don't really care. You can't really tell when people are driving by or it's at nighttime and, the lights are on. So I didn't really care too much. So once you're done with this, make sure you clean your PVC pipe, because they all are dirty and they attract a lot of lint and dirt. And then just use this red duct tape. Now, I cut the duct tape in half just so I could do the strips, guys. And that's how easy this is. Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make this little project, little lawn decor for our yard, just to bring up the Christmas spirit, guys. I mean, in this time right now, we just need to cheer up the whole entire house. And what better way than to decorate for Christmas? So I hope you guys try this, because you guys still have time to do this. And then you'll basically be prepared for next year. But you can still do this now, and you will be able to put it up before Christmas. I think it looks really cute in the yard. So this is basically what it looks like. Hello. In our yard. It looks very cute, But I am going to do another row, because I want to go all along our yard. So I have a few more little projects of these to make during this weekend, but I have some time, so I'll be able to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys do make something like this, I would really love to see it. So you guys have to share on our social media at Paper to Masterpiece, and at Facebook, on Instagram and Facebook. Did I already say that? I don't remember what I just said right now. No. But yes, definitely share on our social media. I would love to see your guys' creation. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little icon because it's a picture of moi boo boo. And we become BFFFFs. And since you're already there, just in case you haven't already hit that little bell icon, go ahead and hit that. That will be the notification, and it will let you know every time I upload a new content. We are going to still be making some more little Christmas projects. I do need to get my Christmas cards going. I am so late at this right now. I don't know what happened to me. I really didn't. I went completely late on most of all of my projects. Usually I've been doing my projects a month before the holiday, but lately I've been working on that actual holiday month. I know. I hope next year we get on track. But anyway, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And don't forget to share and tell a friend, because your friends also need to see how fabulous this project came out. And they need to know how fabulous our tutorials are. So definitely hit the share button. Is there a share button? I think there is a share button. And just send it to your friends, guys. They need to see this. And that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Until next time, goodbye.